Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Pierluigi Mantovani, the co-founder and CEO of Evolution Devices. Thank you for joining us, Pierluigi.
Thanks for having me.
Well, congratulations are in order here. Your company is one of the finalists in the Toyota Mobility Unlimited Challenge. They picked 5 finalists this year, each receiving $500,000, and you'll be competing for a $1 million prize that will be announced in September of next year. First of all, tell us what your company has made in this competition.
So we're building a walking rehabilitation device for people with lower limb paralysis, specifically for people with neurological problems like multiple sclerosis, stroke, and incomplete spinal cord injury. Our device that we submitted for the challenge, it uses timed muscle stimulation to improve walking form for people with lower limb paralysis. And we've seen some great initial results to improve walking.
And this is called the Evo Walk. Describe it for us, because it's not on the surface a cumbersome and complicated kind of thing for the user to wear.
Right. Yeah. So that's actually one of our main goals with what we're developing. We want to make it as easy as possible for people to be able to use our device. We know that's one of the big challenges for using devices like ours. So we aim to make it really sleek and really user-friendly. What it does is it's essentially like a knee brace right below the knee, and it's tracking people's walking form. So it's meant for people that still have the ability to walk, but can't walk well. So a typical problem that we have been using this on is for people with foot drop, which is when someone's nerve stops firing to their foot. It's really common in people with stroke and multiple sclerosis. And you see them dragging their foot around. So what our device does is that it knows exactly where you are in your walking form and activates the right muscle at the right time to help you pick up your foot and walk with better balance and better form.
Sounds terrific. And it is electronic. Is there a battery life that we should know about here?
Yeah, there is. So our initial prototypes have a battery life of about 6 to 8 hours. We expect this to be about the same, potentially longer for our final device, something that people can wear throughout the day and then recharge and use the next day.
And we should say that you're a neuroscientist with a degree in cognitive science from UC Berkeley, and you've got a really personal reason for doing this. If you don't mind, tell us about it.
Yeah. So my dad was actually affected by multiple sclerosis while I was in high school. I was midway through high school and he got diagnosed. It was the progressive type of the disease, so it got worse and worse over time. That kind of drove me in a lot of things, especially in my studies. And he developed this problem that I talked about earlier called foot drop. We found that devices that existed to help with this problem were either really ineffective or far too expensive. So the co-founding team and I actually built an initial prototype that it was pretty clunky when we first built it, but it helped my father regain his ability to walk at the time and walk with more confidence. That's what got us started and really pushed us forward.
That's a wonderful story, Pierluigi. Now tell us where you are in terms of being able to put this on the market.
So a big part of this is actually one of the things that really excites us about being one of the 5 finalists for this award, especially with that goal of getting to that final award in 2020. This $500K that we got will really help us finish out the research and development that we have. And then we have to do a lot of testing, as it's a medical device. So there is some FDA guidelines that we have to abide by and make sure everything works well. And we're hoping to be able to get to market in about a year and a half, potentially sooner, but that's our goal.
Terrific. What are your thoughts about what Toyota is doing here? Obviously, best known for a different type of mobility, but getting involved in this and supporting you and these other finalists.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. I think it's really awesome challenge generally, and I think it's something that really needs to be brought to light more. There's a huge problem in people with lower limb paralysis, and there's a lot of talent out there that isn't really merging with this field, right? And I think that's something that this challenge is really putting forth. They estimate that there's about 250,000 to 500,000 new cases of spinal cord injury alone, and that's just one form of paralysis, right? So this challenge really helps people like us that were just getting started, didn't have a lot of funds, making a device that's a little bit hard to fund as a medical device really early. So this helped us push forward, and I know it's going to help the other 5 finalists push forward too, who've got some really awesome ideas and projects they're working on.
And I guess Toyota has committed $4 million in all towards this Mobility Unlimited challenge. Tell us where people could go for more information about the work that you are doing.
Yeah, they could check out our website at www.evolutiondevices.com. We put up a lot more info about the technology that we use and some videos that show our technology in action as well. So they can check us out there.
And we should also mention that there's a site people can go to for more information on all of this at toyotamobilityfoundation.org, toyotamobilityfoundation.org. And we really congratulate you on being a finalist and wish you the best of luck in the finals here, Pierluigi.
Thank you very much, Fred. Appreciate that.
Now this. How many companies out there have continued to innovate when it comes to building a better radio? I'm Fred Fishkin, host of Techstination, and I'm here to tell you about the new CC Skywave SSB radio from the wonderful people at C-Crane. Bob and his crew really love radio, and it shows in this new compact model that is packed with features. Beyond great AM and FM reception and sound, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world, listen to ham radio operators, aviation, and more. It's the radio you'll turn to every day, and in emergencies. It will run for nearly 3 days on just 2 AA batteries. Pair the sleep timer with the new Soft Speaker 3, and you've got the perfect radio for your nightstand. Of course, it can wake you up too. Click on C-Crane at Techstination.com and put in the code Techstination for a free flashlight with your order. They love radio, and you'll love C-Crane.